Hi, Noah. Good morning. How are you?
Katie, how are ya? Good morning.
I'm good.
So it is so great to speak with you this morning. First off, congratulations on this new Netflix show, Another Life. I feel like we're going to be in another life when we watch it. So,
Thank you so much. I'm so excited for people to see this show. It is
yes.
on now, streaming live in every single country. So hopefully people are already binging it.
Yes, I was telling my family today because they love all these interviews that I've been doing, and I was telling them, I'm going to be speaking with Katie, and I was taking a look at this new Netflix show, and I was saying that we totally have to watch it. So my family and I were totally down to watch and binge Another Life. So Katie, I want you to first off tell me, the premise of the show and what really attracted you, and what was your initial thoughts or reaction when you knew you landed to play the lead, Niko Breckinridge,
Yeah,
in Another Life.
absolutely. So Another Life follows Niko Breckinridge, who is the commander of the Salvare, and they were sent out on a mission to follow a signal out in space to determine whether or not an artifact is friend or foe. An artifact landed on Earth, and Niko and her crew were sent out to follow this signal and figure it out. And it is a thrill ride from the moment they leave, basically. And that's part of what attracted me to this show. I think that people think of me in this science fiction genre in a very serious tone, and because Battlestar Galactica was so heavy, Another Life is the opposite. This is a fun, doesn't take itself too seriously, action-packed, things constantly going wrong sci-fi show that is so much fun to watch, and you're just holding on to your seat the whole time. And that's what attracted me to it when I was first pitched the idea for the show.
And it's like, you're on a roller coaster ride going through all the things that you'll see in the show. And like you said, it does look very fun. And, I can't wait to watch it. And, shooting some of these scenes, how was that like? Because, I mean, when you see the after effect and you see it, on screen, you think, wow, like, how do they do that?
Yeah, there are some scenes that were completely green screen, and you're just imagining what something looks like, and the special effects guys are over there telling you now her nervous system's going to pop out of her body, and it's going to crawl across the floor like a worm, shaking, and you're like, awesome. And where does this happen?
Like, how's that going to look?
Exactly. So there is a lot of imagination that is utilized in situations like that, and this is a show that has a lot of those moments. There's a lot of scares. There's some gore, but it is just from start to finish. It is just a thrill ride that doesn't stop.
Selma Blair is also your co-star on the show. I adore Selma. I really love her. Of course, I hate what she's having to go through, but she's pulling through strong. She's such a light. I wanted to ask you, have you worked with her in your career, or was this your first time working with her? I mean, how is it like being able to have the one and only Selma Blair be part of Another Life?
So the first job that I ever booked when I moved to Los Angeles was working with Selma. So I have known Selma for over 20 years and love her dearly. And she is such a hero right now. She has become such a beautiful, honest advocate for people living and working with disabilities. And I am so proud to not only be her friend, but to be her coworker. She is such a strong woman, and we should all just bow down to her and what she's doing right now. She's living with such true honesty and really letting people into her life, and it is quite riveting.
And not only is Selma Blair in the show, but I mean, there is such a powerhouse cast in this show. Justin Chatwin, Samuel Anderson, the list continues. So how was it like being able to work with this particular cast versus other casts that you've worked with in your career in TV and film?
Well, the most interesting thing for me was that, I've been acting since I was 14. So for me, I've always been the youngest person on a movie set. And the the coin has flipped. So it was really interesting. It was it was very much as an actor going through very similar things as Niko, the commander of the Salvare, where she's got this very young crew. And for me as an actor, surrounded by these very talented young actors, some that you might recognize, some that you might not, and it was such a joy to see them really flourish and grow as performers as well. Some beautiful performances that are delivered. I'm just so excited for people to see this cast because they worked their butts off.
Yes, yes, definitely, Katee. Well, thank you so much for taking some time to chat with me this morning. Another Life is streaming now. Go binge it, everyone that's watching this interview.
Go binge it.
Yes!
It's the only way to watch this show. It is so fast you will not be able to stop, I promise.
Yes, go get your popcorn, your candy, your Skittles, your M&Ms, and watch. Thank you so much, Katee Sackhoff, for joining me this morning. It was a pleasure to chat with you.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.